It is the sum of the exponent to which the concentration term in rate law raise is called as the order of reaction. Again, I will give the same example. Suppose, let us consider one general example, twice H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. This twice H2O2, it gives the product will be 2H2O plus O2. See the reaction, it gives the product 2H2O plus O2. Experimentally, it is observed that rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of H2O2 raised to power 1, not 2. 2 is the stoichiometric coefficient, but experimentally it is found that rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of H2O2 raised to power 1. Therefore, this is order of reaction will be 1. First order reaction. Order of reaction is equal to 1. So this is the example for first order reaction, decomposition of H2O2. Two molecules of H2O2 gives twice H2O plus O2. Twice H2O plus O2. It is experimentally found that rate of reaction is proportional to the first power of the concentration of H2O2. Therefore, order of reaction is 1. But see, one more one. What is 2? 2 is stoichiometric coefficient, means 2 molecules of H2O2 are taking part in the reaction. So that number of molecules which takes parts in elementary reaction is called as a molecularity. So next concept here, I am after order, molecularity. So what is molecularity here? It is 2. What is molecule? Actual molecule taking part in the reaction is called as its molecularity. Actual molecules of reactants, see, it is specified. Actual molecules of reactants taking parts in elementary reaction, simple reaction, it's called its molecularity. So for this reaction, molecularity is 2, but order of reaction is 1. What it means? By observation, theoretical we are able to find out the molecularity by observing. But order of reaction can be determined experimentally. So this is the first point of distinguish between order and molecularity. 2 points already we covered. May I repeat again if the question is order and molecularity? Order, it is the sum of the exponents to which the concentration term in rate law raise is called as the order of reaction. What is the molecularity? Actual number of molecules taking parts in elementary reaction is called as the molecularity. Second, order of reaction is experimentally determined. Order of reaction can be calculated theoretically. Third point, order of reaction, it may be 0, it may be fractional, it may be integer. So order may be 0 order reaction, first order reaction, that is integer. It may be 1/2, it may be 2/3, like that. So it may be fraction. So always order of reaction may be fractional or integer, or it can be 0. But molecularity is always integer. We can't say 0 molecules are taking part in the reaction. So there is no meaning for such statement. So molecularity, 1 molecule, 2 molecules, 3 molecules. So molecularity is always integer. It never be 0. It never be integer. So this is the third distinguishing part. So what is the, may I repeat again, order and molecularity? First one, definition. Second one, order may be 0. It may be fractional, it may be integer, but molecularity is always integer. Order is experimentally determined quantity, while the molecularity can be calculated theoretical. And one example here to give like this. So, order of reaction. First order reaction, I have given one example, that is 2H2O2. Order will be 1. Let us consider one more example. Second example I am giving. Suppose H2, gaseous state, plus I2. H2 plus I2, what is product form? Twice of HI. Twice HI. Experimentally, it is found that rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of H2 raised to power 1, I2 raised to power 1. So what should be the order of reaction here? Order of reaction will be, what is the order of reaction? Order of reaction will be 2. And what about molecularity? Molecularity is also 2. One molecule of H2, one molecule of I2. So molecularity is also 2 and order of reaction is also 2. So this is the second example how regarding order and molecularity. Now see the next one. Again we will start molecularity of elementary reaction. Just now we have completed what is order and what is molecularity and distinguish between order and molecularity of reaction. Now molecularity of elementary reaction. What it means, elementary reaction. Generally there are some reactions are there which are elementary and some reactions are complex reactions. What do you mean by elementary reactions? The reactions which occurs in single step and which cannot be broken into more simpler step. It's called as a elementary reaction. May I repeat what do you mean by elementary reaction? The reaction which occurs in single step and cannot be further broken into simple reactions are called as a elementary reaction. Now which reactions are occurs in one step? Let us consider ozone. We know that O3 is called as a ozone. When it breaks down into O2 plus O, this is simple reaction. It is one step reaction. O3 is giving O2 and O. That reaction is elementary reaction which cannot further broken into simple reaction. So such reaction is the elementary reaction. Now what is molecularity? How many molecules are taking part in the reaction? One molecule of ozone. So molecularity for this reaction will be 1. So molecularity is 1. So what is molecularity? Actual number of molecules taking part in elementary reactions are called as a molecularity. For this reaction molecularity will be 1. Let us consider the previous example, twice H2O2. It split up into 2H2O. What is remain? Plus O2. So, how many molecules are taking part in this elementary reaction? 2. So, what is the molecularity for this reaction will be 2. But, experimentally it is observed that rate of reaction is proportional to the first power of H2O2. So, order is 1. But molecularity is 2. So this reaction is called as a unimolecular reaction containing one molecule. This reaction is called as a bimolecular reaction because molecularity is 2. So just now we have completed definition of elementary reaction. May I repeat again what is elementary reaction? The reaction which occurs in one step and cannot further broken into simpler steps are called as a elementary reaction. What is molecularity? It is the actual number of molecules taking part in elementary reaction are called as the molecularity. In this example here unimolecular reaction is there. This reaction is bimolecular reaction. So this is about the molecularity of elementary reaction. Now second one, there are some reactions, just now I explained, some reactions are complex reactions. What are complex reactions? The reaction which takes place in several intermediate steps. That several intermediate steps, then that reactions are called as a complex reactions. Example, let us consider one example is given, that is twice of NO2Cl. 2NO2Cl. This reaction gives 2NO2. See here it is 2NO2 plus what is remain? Cl twice, that is called as a Cl2. Suppose this is one step reaction is there, then molecularity will be 2. But this reaction proceeds in 2 intermediate steps. See A1. Out of 2 NO2Cl, first one NO2Cl, it gives NO2 plus Cl. This first step is slow step. See, out of 2 I have considered one molecule, NO2Cl gives NO2 and Cl. This reaction is a slow step reaction. Slow step reaction. First step is slow step. In second step, what will be happen? Second molecule of this, one more is there, no? So NO2Cl, again it reacts with one Cl. Here Cl is formed, here Cl is consumed. Here it is consumed, here it is formed. So what is the product again? NO2. NO2 plus Cl and Cl, what it form? Cl2. This stage is fast step. This is fast. If we add these two, addition of these two, what we will get? NO2Cl, NO2Cl, twice of NO2Cl. Here Cl is product side, here it is reactant side. Once it is consumed, one it is formed. Okay. So I'll write as it is. So here it is Cl gives here NO2 and NO2 twice of NO2 plus here Cl2 and Cl. Here it get cancelled. So I'm not writing this one. It get cancelled. So Cl2. So this is net cell reaction. So one step reaction and these two steps reactions are there. Finally we are getting same reaction. So the first step is slow step. In complex reaction, the step which is slow, that slow step reaction is called as a rate determining step. Rate determining step. So what is rate determining step? In complex reaction, the elementary reaction which is in slow step, that reaction is called as a rate determining step. So here this first step is a slow step, so it will determine the rate of reaction. So what is rate of reaction for this one, for complex reaction? So I'll write over here rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of this one only, NO2Cl, not for second one, not for 2NO2Cl, for only NO2Cl. So slow step. So generally the question will be write the overall reaction. How to write overall reaction? Addition of 2. Explain the rate determining step. If in first step is slow, then that step is called as a rate determining step. Third one, find the intermediate form. Which is the intermediate? Which one is consumed and which one is formed, that is called as a intermediate. Now which one is formed here? Cl. And which one is consumed here? Cl. So Cl is called as a reaction intermediate. So for this reaction, generally question will be, any reaction will be given, write the overall reaction, find the rate determining step and find the intermediate. So here slow step is the rate determining step, Cl is called as a reaction intermediate, and addition of these two steps is called as a overall reaction. So this is about the concept related to molecularity. Molecularity for elementary reaction. Then what are complex reactions which proceeds through several intermediate steps of elementary reaction. Then concept of rate determining step, concept of intermediate complex. So this is about the molecularity concept. Now just now we discussed what is molecularity of the reaction, order of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction. Now we will distinguish, again I will distinguish between the order and molecularity. See, the distinguish between order of reaction and molecularity. Generally this question is for 2 marks. Distinguish between order and molecularity of reaction. So what is order of reaction? It is the sum of the exponents to which the concentration term in rate law raised is called as the order of reaction. What is the molecularity of elementary reaction? It is the actual number of reacting molecule takes part in the reaction. It's called its molecularity. So number of molecules taking part, molecules of reactants taking part in a elementary reaction is called as a molecularity. So first point regarding definition. For the second one, order of reaction, it may be integer or it may be fractional. So order may be in integer form, it may be in fractional form, but molecularity is always, it is always integer. So first point is the definition part. Second point is order of reaction, it is integer, it may be fraction, but order cannot be 0. Sorry, it can be 0, but molecularity cannot be 0. Cannot be 0. We can't say 0 molecules are taking part in the reaction. It is the nothing to that statement. It's not true. So order can be 0, but molecularity cannot be 0. Order of reaction, it is experimentally determined. it can be experimentally determined. But molecularity can be calculated theoretically. Theoretically determined. So this is the distinguishing part. If we want to give one more example, suppose fifth one, for suppose rate is proportional to the concentration of reactant raised to power 1 and B raised to power 1, then order will be 2. Order will be 2. Sum of the exponent 1 plus 1, order is 2. Suppose 2H2O2 gives the product twice H2O plus O2. Then molecularity is will be 2. So this is the one example I have given, order and molecularity. See, may I repeat again, order of reaction. What is order? It is the sum of the exponents to which the concentration term in rate law raised. And what is molecularity? It is the actual number of molecules of reactant taking part in an elementary reaction. Order of reaction may be integer or it may be fractional. Molecularity is always integer. Order can be 0, but molecularity cannot be 0. Order of reaction is experimentally determined, while the molecularity can be theoretically determined. Let us consider any reaction. Suppose the rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of reactant A raised to power 1 and B raised to power 1. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. So order of reaction for this example is 2. For molecularity, I have given the example 2H2O2 gives twice H2O plus O2. In this case, 2 molecules of reactants in elementary reaction are taking part in the reaction. Therefore, molecularity is 2. So this is our concept regarding order and molecularity. Continue with the order of reaction. Now we have to derive the expression for first order reaction and zero order reaction. So continuation with order of reaction. First order reaction. First order reaction. So what is meant by first order reaction? If rate of reaction in rate law, rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of one reactant, then it is called as the first order reaction. What it means, I'll give example. Rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of reactant. Suppose A raised to power 1. That is, rate of reaction is directly proportional to the only concentration of one reactant. Then this reaction is called as the first order reaction. One more is there, zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. So what is zero order reaction? If rate of reaction is independent on the concentration of reactant, then it is called as a zero order reaction. When rate of reaction is independent on the concentration of reactant, that is, suppose reactant is A, if its concentration is raised to power 0, then the order of reaction is called as a zero order reaction. So in this chapter we have to discuss derivation about first order reaction, zero order reaction, half-life period of first order, zero order reaction, graphical representation for first order reaction and zero order reaction. Now that we will start. May I repeat again what is first order reaction? In rate law, if the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of any one reactant, then it is called as a first order reaction. And in rate law, if rate of reaction is independent on the concentration of reactant, then it is called as a zero order reaction. Now we will start with the derivation part for first order reaction. So we will start integrated rate law for first order reaction. Integrated rate law for first order reaction. First order. So what is integrated rate law? Just now in previous video we learned how to find out rate law. If we integrate that rate law with limits part, and if we solve the integration and limits, then we will get one equation that is called as the integrated rate law for first order. Integrating, it is the mathematically determined rate law which is obtained by integrating the equation of first order reaction, then that is called as the integrated rate law. Let us consider, I'll start with, let us consider any general reaction. A is giving product. Suppose product will be B. Any product will be given. So what is rate law for this simple reaction? Rate law states that rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactant raised to power 1, because order of reaction is 1. So this is the rate law for this equation. Rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of reactant A raised to power 1. Now what is rate of reaction? Decrease in concentration of reactant upon dt minus dA upon dt. Now see, what is rate of reaction? Rate of reaction is nothing but minus dA upon dt is equal to, removing proportionality factor, it is equal to K into concentration of A raised to power 1. So rearrange this equation, A raised to power 1. So what we will get? Minus dA upon this one, concentration of A raised to power 1. We are writing or not writing, it is same. Upon A is equal to cross multiply K into dt. Understood? So change the sign. Here it is minus. I'll write D concentration of A upon concentration of A is equal to minus K into dt. You are getting me up to this. Now what we will do? We will integrate this equation. See, integrating this equation. Which one? D concentration of A upon A is equal to K is constant minus K is constant dt. And what are the limits? Initial concentration is A0 to at time t 80. A0 to 80 and t will be initial time t is equal to 0 and final time t is equal to t. So may I repeat, integrating this equation with the limits A0 to 80 and K, t is T0 to t. So in thermodynamics already we learned what is the integration of any function dx upon x. It is log to the base ex. So similarly, integration of dA upon A, it is nothing but log to the base E concentration of A. And what are the limits of this? A0 to 80 is equal to minus K. What is integral of any function dt? It is only t. Similar to integration of any function dx is x. Similarly, integration of dt is only t. What are the limits? T is equal to 0 to t is equal to t. Now already we have done the integration part. Now solve the limit. How to solve the limit? Substitute the higher limit minus lower limit. Which one is the higher limit? At. And which one is the lower limit? A0. So continue with the step. I'll write over here. So log to the base E, higher limit is At, minus log to the base E. What is lower limit? A0 is equal to minus K. Substituting the value t is equal to t. And t is equal to 0 means 0. So minus kt. Log to the base At minus A0. What it means? Log to the base E At upon A0 is equal to minus kt. Is it clear? So what is kt is equal to? Change. See, the sign is changed. Kt is equal to, now when it is minus, then shift here. So it will be log to the base E. See the change. A0 upon 80. Concentration of A0 upon 80. Now we have to change. So concentration of A0 upon 80. That will be our value. Now see here, Kt is equal to log to the base E, A0 upon 80. We will convert log to the base E to the log to the base 10. How to convert? I'll write over here. See. I'll write here only. So KT is equal to 2.303 log to the base 10 concentration of A0 upon concentration of AT. So this is our final integrated rate law. KT is equal to 2.303 log to the base 10 A0 upon AT. So what is K is equal to then? K is equal to 2.303 upon T log to the base 10 A0 upon AT. This is the integrated rate law for first order reaction. Again, see on the board how we have done. We have started. Consider a reaction. A gives product. According to rate law, rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of reactant A raised to power 1 because order of reaction is 1. So A raised to 1 is A. So minus rate of reaction is minus dA upon dt is equal to K into A. Rearrange this equation. So minus dA upon A is equal to KT. Sign will change. So dA upon A is equal to minus K dt. Integrate this equation. So integrating dA upon A with limits A0 to AT minus K dt integrating T0 to T limits. Solve integration. dA upon A is log to the base EA concentration of A. From initial concentration A0, concentration at time T will be AT is equal to minus K. Integral of dt is T. T is equal to 0 to T is equal to T. Solve the limit. Substitute higher limit is AT. Log to the base E concentration of AT minus log to the base E concentration of A0 is equal to minus KT. T is equal to 0 means 0. So log to the base E AT upon A0 is equal to minus KT. So sign will change. So plus KT is equal to log to the base E A0 upon AT. Just turn. So K is equal to 2.303 upon T log to the base 10 A0 upon AT. This is the integrated rate law for first order reaction.